Good day, my fantastic friends. Let's get started on the 21-day challenge. I wanted everybody first to commit themselves to the 24-hour challenge, because if you can't commit to 24 hours, how are you going to commit to 21 days? That's 3 weeks. I wanted to hear back from people that they committed themselves to the 24-hour challenge and how well it went for them or how difficult it was for them, and I didn't really hear anything back. So I held back and I did some more tests on some techniques that I want to introduce to you. Now, all of the techniques that I introduce in these challenges, they come from very well-known books, such as 5 Lessons by Neville Goddard, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, or maybe it's Carnegie, The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale, Your Invisible Power by Genevieve Behrant, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Joseph Murphy, The Complete Works of Florence Scovel Shinn, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and The Power of Positive Thinking. Here's the 21-day challenge. The 21-day challenge is 21 days of the 24-hour challenge. The 24-hour challenge was to think positively for 24 hours. And if you found yourself in a bind, if you found yourself in a difficult situation in which it was hard or difficult for you to think positive about yourself, about your situation, about your thoughts, yes, you can think about your thoughts. That's true. In that situation, you catch yourself in the action and you interrupt the thoughts, however you need to do that. And then you readjust your thoughts. You choose new thoughts, and then you act from there. And if you find yourself going into a downward spiral, twisting and turning down into a negative state, then to take that challenge one step further and solidly interrupt it and say, I am committed to this. I am going to do this. I am doing this. I am succeeding at doing this. However, if you found yourself falling down so deep that you really got into that personal, psychological, emotional hell that we all go through, then basically just start all over again once you realize that you reached that point. You dug yourself a pit, now you got to get yourself out of it before you can continue on your path. So the 21-day challenge, you don't have to start all over again, because the idea was that you needed 24 hours, 24 solid hours in which you were making yourself think positive no matter what. And by the way, this week we're focusing specifically on the law of attraction and how it really does apply to you and your life. And no, I'm not going to take you through that book, The Secret, or anything like that. I threw mine out a long time ago because I got so frustrated by the way that they played word games with people, and they really never taught you anything. But with that being said, I have done a lot of research. As you can tell here, those are just some of the books that I have read, studied, and I have many others that I haven't listed here. So here's the 21-day challenge. 21 days you will commit yourself to staying positive and optimistic about yourself and about your life and about those around you and your circumstances, no matter where you are in life. And I promise you that you commit yourself to this for 21 days, you will come out a different person in the end. You will not be the same person who went in, you will come out a different person. However, I'm also going to tell you, based upon principles that I have found in the Bible, that really you should commit yourself to this for a minimum of 40 days. Now, why didn't I call this the 40-day challenge? Because what do you think is going to get more people to try it? 21 days or 40 days? That's right. 3 weeks, 40 days. Then you can decide for yourself if you want to continue on for a little bit longer for the 40 days. Now, why do I say that the Bible says 40 days? Because if you take every instance in which the Bible talks about 40, whether it be 40 days and nights, just 40 days, 40 years, 40 generations, whatever, it's always in reference to a change, a commitment to change, in which you completely kill off the old. The old generation must die off. You completely let go and let your old man die. So you let the old man die off, and in doing that, you are reborn as the new generation. You see, scientists say it takes about 21 days to break a habit. In the period of the 21 days as you're breaking a habit, you have to replace it with a new habit. Otherwise, that will create a vacuum which life will try to fill in again, and that old habit will be like a weed that you tried to pull out of your garden, and you left some of the root behind, and that root will begin to grow back up. So then you'll get that weed back, but that weed will actually be worse than it was the first time because it will branch out and it will spread even wider and bigger. Just like the prophecy of that when the house is cleaned and the evil spirits are sent out, if you let them come back, they come back 7 times worse, right? Well, that being said, we, in this 21-day process, we are going to be breaking the old habit and building a new habit at the same exact time, but we're also going to be adding in a few extra things because I want you, at the end of the 21 days, to have some goals that you have achieved and that you have succeeded at. So, that being said, go for the 40 days because then you will have not only broke that habit, but you will have completely killed off the root for that habit. And then your new habit will really begin to blossom and grow, just like when Noah and his family got off the ark. The world was completely refreshed and renewed, and they were able to start over with a whole new generation. When the Israelites went through the 40 years of wandering in the desert, that generation had to die off so that the new generation could move into the promised land. The promised land is that new state of mind for you. And your mind is a very, very fertile ground, which you can either grow weeds or you can sow seeds of abundance, seeds of things that you really want to enjoy and experience. And it will happen. Now, along the way, I'm going to be giving you little tools, I promise that. It may not be in every video because there's also the affirmations, and those are tools in themselves, but there are some little tools that I will be giving you. So in this video, the affirmations that I'm giving you are always the positive things that I'm teaching you and telling you. It's not necessarily that you have to repeat a whole bunch of things, because I found myself that if I'm repeating somebody else's words and they don't ring true for me, then I don't really believe them and they don't work. That's why I always tell you, think for yourself, make your own words. This is based upon proven fact. Give this a try. You're going to plant your first seed today. What I want you to do is I want you to get clear on a goal. Not a large one, not a huge goal, just a goal that you would like to achieve within, say, 6 months, or even just the 21-day period if you would like. But something that you yourself believe you can do. But it's not necessarily something that is already guaranteed to you, like somebody's going to come to you and offer you a job, or somebody's going to give you a pay raise, or you're expecting a tax return. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something that you believe you can do, such as increasing your income, or maybe it's improving your relationships, or improving your health, or improving your living situation, or improving your home, or maybe getting a new home, something like that. That you really do want, that something that you desire so much that when you wake up tomorrow morning, that desire is still there. And it could be with a relationship with somebody, and it may be more than one thing. But for today, just choose one thing. What you can do is each and every day, you can choose something new and add on to it. But here's what you're going to do. Simple instructions. Write it down as if it's in the present, and then write out a little paragraph about it. About how it's improving your life and how you're so grateful for it. And keep it simple. And then at the very bottom, just simply sign, thank you. Read it out loud to yourself at least once. I prefer to do it 3 to 5 times in front of a mirror so I can actually see myself and I involve more emotion, because just reading it one time, you're probably just going to blah, 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 blah. What you want to do is you want to add emotion to it, so if you do it 3 times, you've added more emotion each time. If you do it 5 times, you've added even more. You could even do it 10 times. And fold it up and put it away somewhere where you're not going to be looking at it every day. In fact, you don't want to look at it every day. You just want to put it away somewhere. If you commit yourself to this 21-day challenge, please sign below. Tomorrow, I'm going to give another video that tells the next step. Thank you all, my fantastic